Today we have the privilege to welcome some great superstars. These people understand how to build it big within the base shop. Because most people, they tend to build it big after the RV contract. It is a privilege to build their business within their offline business, and they decide to build it big inside of the base shop. You guys follow about that? But guys, let's be smart, guys. I want you guys to get your notepad out, get your pen and a notebook out to get a lot of notes, because folks, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. But guess what? When you apply knowledge, that's when you have power. You guys follow about that? Let me hear you guys. Are you guys follow about that? Now listen, guys. The topic is building it big within the base. I want to call this leader. I want you guys to say big deal. Say big deal. Big deal. Say big deal one more time. Big deal. Listen, man. Listen, guys. The first person we're going to call on stage, averaging 79 by 41,000 in the base, $11,000 in cash. But biggest production in 1 month is 106 by 60,000 and $19,000 cash in the base. And I only have a power builder watch, Daniel Chappelle. Then Abigail Williams, averaging 100 by 50,000, $10,000 cash. Then Susan Stacy, averaging 90 by $50,000. Guys, $14,000 in cash. Lee Robert, 49 by 40,000, $8,000 in cash. Abby Chauffeur, man, averaging 150 recruits within the base by 75,000. Keep clapping, guys. 15,000 in cash, but biggest month production, 185 by 103 and $24,000 in cash. Below RVP, give a big hit for these superstars. Wow, thank you, thank you. Alright, thank you guys, you guys have a seat. Whew. Man, are you guys ready? Sound ready? The first questions I have for you guys, same questions for everyone. How did you join for America, and what convinced you to sign up? Because most leaders in this in the room right now, they're looking for the right people. And man, guys, do you believe they are the right people to work with, guys? You want to have these people on your team, huh? Man, I want you guys to tell us, how did you join for America, and what convinced you to join?
So, first I want to say thanks for having us here. We wouldn't be here without our number one Lord Savior, and Andy and Brittany Onstead. But, so anyways, same as most, I saw a Facebook post. But the funny thing is the Facebook post I saw was someone who has sold every single product you could ever dream of. Makeup, diet pills, miracle shakes, you name it, she sold it. And I thought, no way. Scroll by. But then it kept popping up and I thought, okay, Lord, I came from, I was a physical therapist assistant, never saw myself out of healthcare, was asked to do some unethical documentation and said, I'm gone, I'm out. I sat home and we got our oldest 3-year-old at 28 hours old, and in 2 months later, after I walked away from that, got my next one. God has a sense of humor. 8 months later at 5 days old. Okay, God, what's your plan? And this post kept coming up and I thought, okay. So I responded to it, and Andy messaged me and I was like, can't be real, can't be real. He would message me again and I was like, it can't be real, it has to be fake. He called me and I'm like, it's probably fake, but whatever. And so he says, hey, you want to meet? And I was like, okay. So listen to him. He told me, and at the second, it was last January, it was $74, and I thought, I waste more than that at Walmart. What do I got to lose? Don't tell my husband. I did. I signed up, and it has been life-changing, to say the least.
Okay, hi guys, how's everybody doing? Um, like, uh, like Danielle said, same thing with me. I saw a post on social media. It was a friend of mine that shared it, and I thought, well, that's probably a real thing because I don't think that she would share anything that's a scam. So I reached out, they scheduled my appointment, went on the interview, and they were telling me all about what they were doing, and I liked everything I was hearing. Unlike some, I was already a licensed agent. I had property casualty, my life insurance license. I'd had it since 2013. This interview was in March of last year, and they told me it was 25 bucks, and I was like, sign me up. Like, where do I start, right? For 25 bucks, I could take that risk and see where it led me. So I wasn't working with an insurance agent. I had started in 2013 and didn't stick with them. I did my continuing education classes every 2 years to keep my license current. I told my husband I'm going to keep this license because I don't have to take those exams again. So for 2013, I just kept it current, and I took that risk, and I scheduled the appointment and signed up, and that's what led me here.
Hello, everybody. Want to give a huge shout out to the Johnson Christian. So there's a trend here that's happening. I also saw a Facebook post. So yay, Facebook, works great, obviously. And then I sat down, and there was Josh, and I really had no idea what was going on at all. Can anyone relate to that? You're like, I'm going to go to this thing. I think it's maybe like financial. I don't know what that means. But Josh was a lot of fun, and that's why I'm here. He was fun, and I just liked his energy. He was telling me, he's like, money and helping people. Great, sign me up. So I signed my IBA, and I told my husband, hey, I'm doing this thing. He was like, what thing? And I said, I don't know, but I think it's going to be awesome. And it is, and it was, right? But then it was really, so Josh convinced me to join, but then I saw really quickly that there's a system here. And that's what convinced me to stay. We have good leadership, and it's like a business in a box. And I was like, oh, there's systems. I can build something here. So, yeah.
Wow. You said 100 after.
What an event, you guys. I mean, let's give a hand. Come on, friends. So I've been in the business a year and a few days, and I actually saw her Facebook post, and it was probably the worst interview in Primerica history. My camera kept going on and off. I was actually at my job. It was like a boutique or store, and I'm like, oh man, a customer just walked in. They never walk in. They never come in. And I had to come in at that time. So I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm like, I have her on the phone. I'm like, yeah, And then I'm like, okay, that's $10.99. Okay, yeah, I'm listening. And Abby's like, all right, like, what's your info? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm in. Like, let's do it. Like, all right, we'll try it. And at that time, I mean, I was really looking for anything besides what I was doing. I was making maybe $1,200 a month, working full-time hours, and I had just graduated. I was looking for something, like the big girl job, everybody says. And I was like, yeah, we'll try it. Finances, that sounds like a big girl, right? And really, I just kind of saw Abby. She was recruiting the world, and I was like, you know what? She's doing that. That's what I'm going to do. So I went out, and Jessica Powers, these two ladies I'm so grateful for them. And the start was really what happened for me, because I saw the momentum, and I actually had I lined up with the USDA. I was going to be a loan officer, and they had waited for 6 months to offer me that job, so I was in kind of the waiting period, kind of the end of it. And I called Andy. They had offered me the job. All I had to do was get fingerprints. I called him, and I said, I don't know what to do. Like, I could do this part-time. Like, what do you think? And I knew the answer. I really didn't know the answer. But I just called him anyways, and he said, imagine what your life could look like. You see it. You see us doing it. You see everybody doing it. Imagine what your life could look like if you gave 120% into this versus if you gave 120% into that job. I mean, imagine it. Is anything going to happen if you give that much into your job? And I'm like, no. So here I am, and I'm just super grateful. But you guys, you have to realize it's all about timing. the timing is right if you're sitting in one of those chairs right now.
So I'm the other Abby. So I brought, yes, Abby Schaffner in. So I am Abby Williams. I got into this business about 12 months ago, started October 31st. And I'm a mom. So I have an 18-month-old and I have a 3-month-old. So I came into the business because I wanted, obviously, financial freedom, but I wanted freedom from not seeing my kids. So I decided to, again, Facebook, right? Love Facebook. We decided that this was going to be something that was good for our family. And just being completely honest with y'all, I didn't even have $124 in my account when I signed my IBA. So don't think that this isn't for you or that, you know, your people can't pay for it. The ones find a way, okay?
Wow.
So I got my license in December, immediately started making money. When I signed my IBA, I told myself I wanted 90 days, full-blown effort into this to see what I could do. And I was giving full-blown effort into this job, into my family, I was still training horses. I come from a rodeo background, if any of you are rodeo fans.
Wow, wow.
And so I was doing this full-time as well, and I made $20,000 in my first 90 days. So don't say you can't do it.
Now, the next question I have for you guys, how many appointments do you guys run a day, you and your team? How many appointments do you guys, run on a daily basis? 30 seconds, everybody. Okay.
So, on what I feel like is a good week, I'm running 20 to 30 a day. I'm usually running about 15 to 18 of those, and then I have newly independent people who are running the other ones.
Okay. 54 appointments a day. Come on, guys. Next, same question.
Yeah, kind of the same. About 15 to 20 is probably what we run a day. Some of those do get shopped out with team members to have trained people that can take those appointments for us.
Okay. Well, are you guys free fire now? Are you guys learning or something? Okay, next.
All right, so with me and my team, 15 to 30 a day, just depends. And I'm running some of those, and they're running some of those, and I've got some teammates that are full-time, and of course, if you're full-time, you're supposed to do, at least 3 to 5 a day. We try to exceed that, so, yeah.
Makes sense.
So I mean, pretty much same as these ladies on my calendar, probably about 20 big day, like 25 or so. Between my team, my teammates have really stepped up. We've actually, it's kind of crazy, I looked at it today. So we have recruited, I call my team, I say we're limitless, that's my team, but we've recruited 1,300 people, and there's 2 of them here. And those are the ones, right? So those are the girls, right? But I just want to tell you that that's what it looks like. It is so chaotic in the beginning, but that's what it needs to be. And you need to be okay with the chaos. You need to just, hit the punches like Martin says, right? You're gonna get knocked up, right? Knocked down, whatever. but you just gotta go with the chaos, and it is a little chaotic in the beginning, and it might be just you. But you just gotta keep going with it no matter what you got.
I got knocked up.
We're not getting knocked up down here either.
I'm super blessed. Speaking of knocked up, I have a 3-month-old, so my family, we're chaotic. So I am super blessed with a very big team of leaders. JC Milligan, Chandra Stoddard, Cindy Wall, Jen White, Luke Casey Johnson, Katie Jansen, the list goes on. And so those ladies are running double number recruit meetings every single day. Even on the weekends when they're at rodeos, when they're at basketball games, they're doing the work. I personally am running meetings as well, but I am staying more of, a few recruit meetings, but reaching out to the team, making sure that they can do the things that they're trying to do, accomplishing the goals that they're trying to accomplish, running orientations, running, personal meetings. That's kind of what my day is looking like, but I'm super blessed because Jessica Powers instilled leadership into my team. I can't take complete credit for the leadership because she built these leaders underneath me, and I am so, so blessed because it has forced me to be the leader that I need to be for my team.
Wow. Before the last question, what is your mentality and attitude in the last 3 to 5 days of month end? Because a lot of people sometimes they get discouraged at the last 3 to 5 days, So what is your mentality and attitude in the last 3 to 5 days of month end?
So we're blessed that we have a coach that that month end is coming about the first weekend of the month. He's honest, okay? And he's saying, don't wait. And I'm a procrastinator. I have 5 kids. I have 12 high school cheerleaders. I am crazy busy juggling. I kind of sometimes do wait till the end, and then I kick it in gear. And everybody in my family knows, hey, it's end of month. My 2 teenagers that don't even speak to me on most days, they're like, okay, it's the end of the month, we better help with the 3-year-olds, she's serious. And every month, I just keep telling myself, next month I'm probably not going to wait till the last week. I'm going to do better. I'm probably not. I kind of like the intensity, I think, that Andy gives me. And he reminds me every month, hey, what would your business look like if you did this that you're doing the last week of the month? What would it look like if you did this the whole month? And I'm like, I know. Next month. I just like our intense fellowship, I think. But it is great that we have a coach that starts us the first week, hey, don't wait till the end. And that's kind of what I try to tell myself, hey, keep it going. Don't have a rush at the end. Ooh.
Same question. So I would say panic, stress. We have a messenger group that we're all in, and it's the end of the month because Andy is blowing up messages in the messenger. Oh my gosh, who are you talking to? How many appointments do you have? Do you guys know we have to hit this goal? And doing the scoreboard, knowing where we are, our team is, as far as premium and recruits. We have this goal. We're so close to hitting it. Who's going to help me? Who are you talking to? Those kinds of things. Specifically in October, I was trying to study for my securities exam, and stupidly, I scheduled it on the 1st of November. And I was trying to study, and I had my phone sitting there. It would be on vibrate, and it was literally going off every 3 seconds, blowing up from Messenger. I finally had to turn it off. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And I texted him the next week, and I was like, if you do that again at the end of the month, I'm not real sure that I can handle this. I may have to all go away because it was just so nerve-wracking. But I love that he is, constantly trying to get us to perform at the highest level and giving us those constant challenges and goals to meet and surpass them.
Wow, great. Now, 5 seconds for all of you. Let's go. 5 seconds.
You're okay. So there's always a goal and something we're heading towards and something we're fighting for, right? It's such a cool business because Josh and Sarah have goals that we're helping them reach. We have our own goals and our team has goals. So we're always looking at it from, okay, who's going to get promoted next? Who's going to do this next? And then we just kind of run with those goals. And you work for your team. Like they said, you help people get their promotions. You are helping Josh and Sarah reach their goals that they lay out for us, and we're reaching our own goals. So it's kind of just a fight at the end to do that.
Wow.
So we all know what the month end character is like. It's kind of like the end of the race. You got to feel face on, or you're like, right? So we all know that, but I think one of the biggest things that Eddie has taught me is knowing what your goals are, knowing what the scoreboard is. You have to be obsessed with that thing. you gotta be like, oh, how much premium do you get this hour, right? So like, that's kind of my biggest, I know we're in a rush, so Abby, what's your?
My 5 seconds, procrastination is key. I really run after it the last of the month. Really put in your numbers at the beginning of the month. You kind of get lost in it, but towards the end of the month, we're really just running after our goals that we've been setting for the whole month. Jessica Powers, my RVP, keeps me and my team in the loop of what goals we want to hit. She's constantly asking us every day, every other day, what are our numbers? Where are they at? Know your numbers. You have to know your numbers if you want to hit month-end goals.
Wow. And lastly, I think I'll be going to put this out, okay? To speak for everyone here, okay? So, if somebody in the room wants to repent from doing small numbers and within the base, I mean, what would be the best advice for that person?
So you're asking, yeah, don't even think about numbers. Have all of it. Be limitless, right? Even if you're in the base shop, you're not fighting against your teammates. You're not fighting against below RVP. You're in the entire company, you guys. So go to the next level and look at the RVPs. Say, where am I at on the all titles? Where am I at? Don't even look at your base shop. What do you mean? You got your own base shop. Make that the biggest one, you guys.
Hey, everybody, let's get up and give it up for these incredible leaders. Man, they're awesome.